Hi guys, welcome to another video of Blues Unscripted. So it's no longer news. The various tabloids are reporting it that Mauricio Pochettino is going to be the next coach for Chelsea. The former Tottenham Hotspur coach has agreed to take charge of Chelsea this summer, and is going to help us revive the club and also stop the sinking ship. We all know Chelsea is in turmoil after spending close to like $626 million. We're currently in the 11th position, so we need someone that is very knowledgeable about the league, someone that has been in the league, someone with wealth of experience to help us, bring back that belief that we have as a Chelsea Football Club. So who else? Who else to do this except for Mauricio Pochettino? So I personally think it's a good appointment, and is with his wealth of experience, having coached in Southampton and also Tottenham Hotspur, so he knows the Premier League very well. He knows how to deal with, coaches, owners like Ekbali and Todd Bailey, and sporting directors and everything. So he's coming with a lot of wealth of experience, and I believe he's the right choice for us at this time to help us out. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about when do we expect this appointment to be made, and also who is on his staff, and also what changes is he likely to make when he assumes his role. But guys, if you like what I'm doing, if you like my content that I'm bringing to you, thank you so much for those that have subscribed. But please, I need you guys to hit that like button and also subscribe to this channel, share, and follow me on Instagram, on Twitter. I'll leave that in the description. And let's get into this, guys. All right, so Mauricio Pochettino, when is Chelsea likely to announce the appointment? I can tell you for now, they would not be announcing that appointment this season, like right now, because I think they're trying to just respect Frank Lampard and not announce it while he's still the current interim coach of Chelsea. So we'll probably be expecting the announcement no later than probably the first week of June. And right now, what they're doing is, I'm reading from various tabloids and newspapers. They're saying is currently in a meeting with the sporting directors, Stewart and Winstanley, and also the two owners, Todd Bowley and Ekbali. So they're all just talking about the legality behind the contract, just trying to finalize everything. Hey, if you fire me after 1 year, how much do I get? Hey, do I have control over the transfers? And can you do this? I want this player and all that. So that's where they are. They've been meeting since last week up to this week as well. So they're just doing the fine tuning of the contract, and we should expect an announcement maybe a week after the last game, so probably 2-3 weeks from now. Let's talk about who will be on Mauricio Pochettino's staff. And to answer this question, I believe it's a no-brainer. He's going to go with the same guys he used at Espanyol in Spain, and also Southampton, and also at Tottenham Hotspur. And I believe when he was at Tottenham Hotspur, his son joined him there, so that would be the new person that would join the team. But let's take a look at his staff, and I'll start with the first one. So his number 2 is Jesus Perez. Jesus Perez is number 2. His focus is on physical preparation, and he's been with Pochettino since he was at Espanyol in Spain. And when he was at Southampton and at Spurs, Jesus Perez was pretty much credited with helping both the Southampton team and also the Spurs team look fit. I don't know if you guys remember when Frank Lampard, I think 3 weeks ago, he was complaining about Chelsea players not fit, like they're not physically fit to play. in the EPL. We're not going to see that with Mauricio Pochettino. That I can guarantee you. So, and why won't we see it is because of this Jesus Perez. So when he was at Southampton and when he was at Spurs, both Spurs players and Southampton players, they were pretty much very fit. Everybody's saying, "Oh, these guys are fit. They can run from first minute to the 90th minute," and the reason is because of Jesus Perez is Poch's number 2, and he would make sure they are fit because it focuses on physical preparation. Now, another guy on Mauricio Pochettino's backroom staff would be Michel D'Agostino. He is pretty much the guy that has to do with analysis. When it comes to analysis, they look at how much you run and how much you're tracking back, passes, and all that stuff. So it's pretty much like the data guy. He's been with Mauricio Pochettino when they both played together at Newell's Old Boys in the 90s. So they've been friends, and ever since he got into the coaching role, Michel D'Agostino is pretty much has been on his backroom staff. So when it comes to analysis, analyzing all the teams, see all the formation and everything, he is the man. He will bring the data and they'll run it through training, and then they'll talk about it and see how the other team plays. So he's just pretty much the analytic guy. Now another person on his team is Tony Jimenez. Tony Jimenez is a goalkeeper coach, and I'm pretty sure he's going to come with Mauricio Pochettino to coach Chelsea. But here's the problem: right now, Chelsea has Ilario. If you remember Ilario has been playing for Chelsea. He played for Chelsea, and he has been the coach, the goalkeeper coach, for more than a decade now, maybe like 10, 15 years. So I just don't know how that is going to work, because Tony Jimenez has always been with Pochettino. Now him coming to Chelsea as a goalkeeper coach, and Ilario is there. Not only Ilario, there is also Ben Roberts, who's also a goalkeeper coach that is there. So it's like Chelsea's going to have 3 goalkeeper coaches, and I don't know how this is going to pan out, but it's an interesting part of this coaching team that I just want to see how it goes. So hopefully it doesn't cause any trouble. But yeah, Mauricio Pochettino is always going to come with Tony Jimenez. But what would Ben Stewart and Ilario do? I don't know. So the last person on Mauricio Pochettino's backroom staff is his son, Sebastiano Pochettino. Sebastiano Pochettino is a graduate of applied sports science from the University of Southampton in England. And back in 2016, when his dad was still at Spurs, his dad appointed him to join the staff as a sports scientist. So he was actually the youngest sports scientist in the Premier League at the age of 22. So he's going to be joining his dad's backroom staff when he takes over this summer as the new coach of Chelsea. What changes do we expect Mauricio Pochettino to bring or make when he becomes the coach of Chelsea? It's been reported that up until today, he has a database full of every training session that Espanyol football club in Spain had when he was the coach. Like, he still has that database, he kept it. And when he was at Tottenham Hotspurs, he installed cameras from different angles just to see how players are training and provide feedback and to see who is not living up to expectations. So I expect him to do that at Chelsea. Like, install cameras at various locations, different angles, just to watch players and see their character in training and see how they're putting up with training and who is not living up to expectation. And the cameras are only going to be used to just monitor players' behavior and your body language around the ground, because in other words, you can use that to kind of gauge who wants to be at Chelsea and who do not want to be at Chelsea from the training and all that. Now, when Tuchel was the coach of Chelsea, and also Graham Potter, especially Graham Potter, Chelsea got what we bought like 6 new players without the coach's input, or it was just, those players were just placed upon the coach. That will not happen with Mauricio Pochettino. That I can guarantee you very well, because I've read that when he was at Tottenham Hotspur, he didn't keep more than 24 players. Right now, Chelsea has 33 players, so we pretty much know we have to get rid of at least 11 or a dozen. So he is not going to get player pushed upon him. No, he's going to tell you who he needs, who needs to go. And I believe right now they're talking about it, but they're respecting Frank Lampard, so that way they don't impose on him, since he's still the interim coach. But don't expect him to take 6 players, or you spend like more than 600 million without him having a say in it. No, it will not. It will not let that happen. And another thing I found out that is that he wants to build a family atmosphere within a squad, and for the training ground, and he wants players to regard the training ground as more than a place of work. So in other words, you come there, you just feel at home, you work, because when you're happy at work, you get more productive. So in view of that, so during his time at Spurs, what it did, it spoke to Daniel Levy, and it persuaded him to go ahead and construct like a barbecue area where players can come, sit down and hang out and eat some barbecue and stuff, just to create a very good atmosphere. He doesn't want to see you playing for Spurs or Chelsea as a job. He just wants you to come there and enjoy yourself while you put in the work and all that. So expect more cameras at different angles at Cobham training ground, where you'll be watching and monitoring players' body language and behavior, and see if you're putting more effort, or if you're just not living up to par on the training ground. So I'm really excited about this appointment. I'm really, really excited about it, and I can see this guy staying with us for a long time, because right now I believe Todd Bowley and Clearlake, they've made their mistakes and they've learned from it. So they're looking for stability, someone that they can work with long term. They've always said that they want a coach they can work with long term. They've made their mistakes. Hope there's still going to be more mistakes to be made, but with Mauricio Pochettino, someone that knows the league, wealth of experience, is going to stabilize this ship and also help us regain our lost glory and put us in the right place that we need to be, because being number 11, that is so not Chelsea. Anyway, what do you guys think though? Well, I would like to hear from you. I want to know what you think. Is it the right guy? Are you excited? Are we making a mistake appointing him? And what changes do you think is going to bring in? Please comment below, and don't forget to like this video, also share and subscribe to my channel. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.